Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The professors who have prophesied on transition after office. I think it might be important to define what is political power. Political power to me is a trust which can only be justified when used for the benefit of the common man. So if you look at it, political power and sacrifice is same. So governance has a lot to do with sacrifice. And I think before you want to be a governor or a president, a local government chairman, you have signed a life of sacrifice. So it's not all about you. It's about the life that you have touched. For me, show me a big man, and I show you how many people's life he has touched. So wealth is not in what you have, but in the number of people that you have touched their lives. So I don't even think about it. I've never one day imagined, I know it will come, because for every sunrise, there will be a sunset. For every joint that has a beginning must have an end. You must accept it. Life itself is an inexplicable pattern of mystery, which must surely come to an end one day. So I don't think it's something that we need to belabor ourselves. But all that is important is, when you found yourself in a place of position, what did you do with it? Because some of this saying now might scare some people, to the extent that people will engage in what I call primitive accumulation of wealth, because you're not too sure what happens tomorrow. And I dare advise people, be careful with public fund, because no public money is a good money. And if you want to believe me, look at the lives of those who have been governor or president or leaders in the past. Anytime, for me, that's my spiritual conviction, that anytime you touch a public fund without justification, and you have it in your private house or bank, when a woman cannot afford to pay for 5 naira hospital bill and she's crying, that cry is visiting that account. So poverty becomes inevitable even after office. So it's a sacrifice, it's a decision. For me, I have decided to serve the people without counting cost of returns. So whatever I can do, let me do it. And to try to write my name somewhere in the history of Imo State, that a man like this came and made a change in his own time. So for those of us who are thinking that you must have some special plans, how to live, because of too much expectation. For me, I expect nothing from anybody. Whether be it friend, you don't even know who to trust. Those who come and say, hallelujah, hallelujah, will come back to say, crucify him, crucify him. So he says, you just make up your mind to say, listen, I'm willing to give my life to the people and to serve them. The another mistake we'll make is, you should always ask yourself, who are you before the office? Who are you before the office? And if you are not anybody before the office, why do you expect to be somebody after the office? Because office does not change you, who you are. Office simply brings out the person in you. If you're a poor man, office doesn't change you. If you have no IQ how to make money, you still be a poor man even after office. So who you are before office is also very, very important. Because sometimes we think that when we elect somebody who is a criminal into office as a governor, that the office will change him. He will become simply excellency criminal. So office does not change people. I quite agree with the great speakers who have spoken. For me, since the encyclopedia, Ajimobi has talked on this, how do I even want to do it? I can't remember. Don't live a life beyond who you are. If your house, if you can build a bungalow, a room and a parlor, please do so. So you'll be satisfied with it. It's about the state of mind. Do you know some people have 1 billion naira and they're not happy? And somebody has 100,000 naira and is happy. It's all about state of mind. This is not a topic I should have been called on to speak because I'm not qualified to speak on this transition after life. But one thing is certain, that when you serve the people well, the people become your security. Power is all about people. When you serve the people well, when you leave office, they will help you. Even now as a governor, something touched me, and I might share this with this audience here. I went to a market called Relief Market in Owerri. This has happened severally. And I was just passing. And I saw more than 200 women with coconuts, onions, and throw into my car. If people are happy with you don't need to bother. So what is important is not to worry about the life after office, is to see what you can do with the life the power that you have to touch on the life of the people. And when you do that, you'll be as comfortable as ever. We have leaders whom people have built houses for. We have people that somebody can afford to build house. But the mistake we make is to say, you have friends. There are friends of the office. The friends of the office are more. Your real friends don't come to you when you are in power. But the friends of office who are champions will come. There are people in government today, no matter the governor or no matter the president, they must find themselves within the corridor of power. These are the people that you should be aware of because they are for everybody. So, Mr. Professor, I love what you have delivered. You have experience. I've not experienced one before. I'm not yet out of office. But for those of you who have been there, I watch different people. Sometimes people think that dramatization of poverty means humility. For me, dramatization of poverty is stupidity, not humility. Because often than not, we make people believe that the moment you behave poor in Nigeria, that is when you are assumed to be humble. It was El-Rufai who told me this story about the INEC cashier or something who was begging you to give him a house, money for a house. And later, when the man died in a plane crash, discovered 7 billion. So don't be deceived by those who dramatize poverty or dramatize lack. Now, sometimes people want you not to, they say, you must reduce the way you do things. No, humility simply means bringing yourself from your high position and coming down to relate with the ordinary. That's humility. But humility does not mean that certain paraphernalia of office must be given away because you want to dramatize poverty. And poverty, by the way, is contagious. Be careful. I went through poverty in my life. I pray and I swore to fight it. Never again would my generation, not even my family, experience poverty. It's the worst disease. Poverty is worse than AIDS. It's better you have AIDS and you are rich than to have poverty. So what I don't like is to see leaders, political leaders, dramatizing poverty, claiming that they are humble. That is not humility. That's deceit. This office has some aura to go with it. When you see a governor, you must know you've seen a governor, even in his delivery. When you see a president, your president should carry some charisma. Your governors must carry some charisma in them. It's not, thank you.